Welcome back to another episode of Thursday's Thoughts. Today we are talking about something that you're scared of. Everybody listening to this right now, listen up, because there is somebody that you need to have a conversation with that you've been putting off. I don't know who it is. It could be your mother, could be your father, could be your brother, sister, employee, your wife, your husband, your kid. I don't know who it is, but there's somebody that you've been putting off having a conversation with. You've been putting this off for so long. It's been weeks, months, maybe even years. And it's been weighing on you whether you want to admit it or not. And I want to discuss why it's so damn important to have the conversation and some things that you could do in order to have this conversation. Look, it's Thursday. You need to have this conversation by the end of today, no later than Friday. You got to get it done. But let's talk about the importance of having this conversation and why you must do it. First off, you've been sitting here and you've been battling back and forth with your brain on should you have the conversation? Should you wait? When is the right time? All this wasted time and honestly wasted decision-making in your mind when you could use that decision-making space for a bigger, more impactful decision. That's number one. Number two is that you're fearful of what? You're fearful of going out there and saying the wrong thing. You're fearful of how they're going to react possibly. You're fearful of, maybe you're going to go ahead and ruin a relationship. You don't know how to approach it. There's so many reasons why you're fearful, and I don't care why you are, and you shouldn't either, because you're always going to have this fear of not saying the right thing or not having the outcome the way you want it, which is the main thing, guys. You're scared of not saying the right thing because you're scared it's going to ruin the outcome. You're scared of saying, the wrong thing is going to ruin the outcome. You're scared of having the conversation because you're scared of the outcome. That's why you're scared of the outcome. So let's think about this. If you're scared of the outcome, but the conversation is so important, how can we have the conversation? We must look at it a different way. Do not worry about the outcome. What I want you to worry about is having the conversation. So write this down. Do not be tied to the outcome of the conversation that you must have today. Do not think about the outcome. The outcome is going to be the outcome, right? The more you think about it, the more you get nervous about it, the more either you don't have the conversation or the more you do screw up during the conversation. So don't worry about the outcome. Don't be tied to the outcome. Be tied to having the conversation and doing it over and over and over again with the people that you need to have it with. Because I can guarantee you this, if you have that conversation, no matter what the outcome is, you'll maximize your week because it's going to relieve so much stress. And yeah, the outcome may not good, and you may feel like, well, I'm going to be stressed if the outcome isn't good. Not if you put the perspective in is you're not tied to the outcome. You're going to say what you want to say, how you want to say, how you feel. Deliver it good. Yeah, for sure. I mean, we can always work on delivery. My wife always tells me, and I get it, and I'm 100% on board with that. But don't hold yourself back from not having a conversation because everything isn't perfect the way you want to say it or the time isn't perfect. Make sure that you have the conversation with the person that you need to have a conversation with today. There's somebody. Just take the next 5 seconds. Think about it. Who's the person that you need to have the conversation with? Is it mom? Is it dad? Is it brother? Is it sister, employee, employer? Who is it? Think about it. Say it out loud. Say it out loud right now. I'll give you a second. Say it out loud. Okay, now that you already said it out loud, that person, you need to go ahead and pick up the phone and call them. Don't text them. Don't email them. Don't send them a Facebook messenger or slide into their DMs on Instagram. Pick up the phone and call them. It is super important for you because tonality is crucial. And really, you can't show feelings through words on paper as well as you can through articulating, obviously, out of your mouth, right? Through vocally. So make sure you guys have the conversation with the person you need to have the conversation with. It will maximize your week. But the biggest takeaway in this, guys, is do not be tied to the outcome. Just be tied to having the conversation and doing it over and over and over again. The more conversations you have, the better the outcomes will get. Think about that. Think about that. So go ahead, have an amazing rest of your Thursday. I'm excited. Reach out to me. Tell me who you reached out to and let me know how it worked. Let me know the outcome. Let me know how you feel, but disconnect from the outcome and only connect with having the conversation. Hopefully this added some value to your Thursday and you go into Friday and the rest of the weekend with some amazing motivation, some amazing tools, tips, tactics, whatever you want to call it, but just feeling better because you had the conversation. Please go ahead and like and subscribe to this podcast. Can't thank you enough when you do that. And then go ahead and rate and review this bad boy. Let us know your biggest takeaway. Then share this out. Share this out with somebody that you know needs to have a conversation with somebody. You know somebody else that's waiting to have a conversation with somebody too, right? We all know that person. You're like, dude, just go have the conversation. But yet we're not willing to have the conversation with others. Isn't that fun? Let's talk about that real quick. So you're willing to tell that person you need to have the conversation with them, John. But yet you are not willing to have the conversation with the people that you need to. We live by double standards so much in life. And that's going to be another Thursday thought. So like I said, rate, review, subscribe. Go ahead and send this out to somebody. Find me on all social media platforms at Real John Marone, my website, johnmarone.com. And most importantly, take massive, aggressive, annoying action. Have that conversation so you can go into the weekend and use that space to make a decision for something bigger. Like, should I do Bud Light or should I do Corona? Should I do tequila or should I do vodka, right? Something bigger like that. But for real, guys, go have the conversation. Have an amazing rest of your day. Go crush it. Keep creating the ultimate version of you. And I'll see you next Tuesday for our episode. But I'll see you next Thursday for Thursday's Thoughts.